Sophia, and I will be your tour guide today. And where are you from?
I'm from the US.
Oh, what about you?
I'm from the UK.
Oh, welcome. I'm really glad that you joined our tours. So, our tour today will basically last about 20 minutes, and it will basically cover the architecture and the history of the National Taiwan Museums. And before we start all the tours, I want to provide you more background information of Taiwan's history. So, before 1895, Taiwan is under Qing Empire's control. But Qing Empire lost the first Sino-Japanese war, so it handed over Taiwan to Japan as a colony. However, Japanese occupation period lasts 50 years from 1895 to 1945. It's which is when Japan lost World War II. The new Chinese government re-established its control in Taiwan. So our tour today will start outside. So we need to go there, and when you walk down the stairs, please be careful and watch your step. Let's go. This way. So, is this your first time to Taiwan?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Oh, cool. What about you?
I've visited a couple times before.
So actually, there are Taipei Main Station. So in front of the station, there are many food and shopping area. I recommend you to go there if you got free time. So here we go. This is the first thing I want to introduce to you. As you can see, this is a train engines, right? So this is the first train engine that imported to Taiwan. Its name is called Ten Yun Express. Is there anyone knows what Ten Yun means in Chinese?
No, I don't.
Doesn't it mean clouds? Something to do with clouds?
Yeah, that's right. So, Ten Yun means soaring above the cloud. It refers to its fast speed. Do you want to guess how fast it is?
50 miles an hour.
Wow, that's pretty fast. But actually, its speed are 35 kilometers per hour. It sounds quite slow, right? But actually, it was Tesla back in their time. Okay, so it is the first train engine imported by Qing Empire in 1888, and so it shows that the Qing Empire had established the railway system in Taiwan. Then, what were the Japanese celebrating for? So actually, although that Qing Empire did establish the rail system in Taiwan, but it was not continuous, and there were a lot of limitations. For example, in a part of Keelung Line, people need to jump out and push it on the back because the line are really steep, and when they going uphill, they need to push it. So finally in 1908, the Japanese finished expanding the railway network in Taiwan. The mainline railway of Western Taiwan is complete. So they want to hold an exhibition to celebrate and to show their colonial achievement. And the exhibition are very foundation of the National Taiwan Museum now. And back then, known as National Governor General Officials Museum. Yeah. So let's head over there. So actually, the exhibition was originally held in the building called Lottery Division Building. But unfortunately, the building was destroyed when World War II. And the building we have now, yeah, actually it wasn't here because the original building was the temple of Taiwanese gardeners. However, luckily for the Japanese colonial government, a typhoon came by and the temple was destroyed. It gave them a really great excuse to destruct the temple and expanding the museum to a second building. Okay. Moreover, back in the early 20th centuries, actually you can see the Taipei main station directly connected by the road here. Dun dun. This is called Guanqian Road, and it means the road in front of the museums. So it actually makes reference to Tokyo because the Japanese colonial government wants people who came to Taipei can see the monument of colonial rules directly when they come out from the station. Yeah, and moreover, let's watch the stair that entered through the building. Actually, there are 13 stairs there. So when visitors want to walk in, they had to look down, and it looks like they bow. So it makes them to show their respect to the monumental of the colonial rules. Yeah, and is there is there any Japanese or Taiwanese style you think from the buildings?
Doesn't look that Taiwanese.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it at all, right? It's just like Western style. That's because it was built during the Meiji Restoration period. And during that period, Japanese government sent students and the government officials to Western to learn their civilization. So the building is built in neoclassical style. As you can see, there are Rome Dome behind there, and also Greek column here. So this kind of Greek columns is called Doric. It's most simple one, and it's classical. So yeah, let's walk inside and keep going our tours this way. Again, watch your step and be careful. What do you think about the room?
So
Beautiful.
impressive.
Yeah, it's really fancy and delicate, right? That's the reaction, definitely what I want. Okay, so there are 32 columns in the room, and there are 20 of them are square, and 12 of them are round. So the square one are for loading berry, and as you can see, the colors are different from the outside. They are more gorgeous and more decoration, right? So actually, they are composite color. They combine the two different odors. One is Corinthian, and the other is Ionic. So Corinthian odor is the most fancy odor of the color. So it is distinguished by the acanthus leaves. So you can see the leaves there, and the Ionic odor feature the veloute. And usually the veloute are winged downward, but the veloute here are winged upward. That's because Japan is trying to be something different. Yeah. And moreover, as I mentioned, so the museum was built for memorize the Governor Generals, right? Because it's called Governor General Officials Museum. So actually, there are many symbols of the two officials, Gotoma General and Goto Shinpei. And do you think is there anything come out in this room didn't fit in at all?
Maybe the faces.
Yeah, that's right. So the vase is here. And there are also another vases. So originally the vase shouldn't be here. There are used to be the two statues of the two officials, and the Kodama General are in this side because these are the eastern sides. So east side are more honorable in Japan. As we know, Japanese people say they are the citizen of the sun, and the sun rise from the east, right? So that's why the Governor General will put in that side. Moreover, actually there are more elements of these two officials. Do you want to guess where it might be?
Up there?
Yeah, that's true. The skyline. So, this is the biggest skyline we have in Taiwan. So as you can see, the skylight on the skyline there's board fan with bamboo leaf. That's one of the family emblems of Gotoma General. And the blue one, that's a pattern of vine blossom, was the family emblems of Goto Shinpei. Moreover, actually they are also hide in small places. For example, ta-da! The lamp! So here, you see the emblems?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're also the emblems. So they are also a small element of the officials, the two officials' family emblems. Okay, so what do you think? Is there any other thing make our room this fancy and gorgeous?
Or the
Yeah.
bundle.
The marble.
Definitely, it's the material. So just feel it and touch it.
Ooh, that's
What do you
smooth.
think?
Yeah, that's very smooth.
very cold.
Yeah, it's cold and smooth because it's really expensive and great marble imported from Japan. However, actually Japanese doesn't have enough budget for the whole building use this kind of expensive marble. So there are actually some substitute. Can you find it? Let's go this way. I will show you. Watch on your steps. Feel when you go up. Do you feel any difference?
Yeah. Not so sweet.
Yeah, there are stark difference, right? So actually, these are not marble. These are painted plaster. So because when they built this building, they encountered the World War I. All the raw material, their prices are rising. So the marble is too expensive to afford. But just when you think they are cheap, it actually takes almost entire 2 months for museum to resemble the original material when they're trying to renovate the museum. So it's actually still unique and precious to still be like treasured, okay? And there one more thing I want to introduce you, and that's the wall-eye windows. So although the wall building are built in Western style, but Japanese architect add a lot of tropical elements into the building, and that's the decoration of the windows. So you can see there are bananas, pineapple, wax fruit, and starch fruit around the window. That's it. That's the decoration. Those are all native common fruit you will see in Taiwan. So they really add many tropical elements. Another example is if you look outside the window, you will see the palm tree, and the palm tree is actually not common species in Taiwan, but Japanese want to match their stereotype that their colony are tropical island. So yeah, they did a lot of these things to make it tropical. Okay, we're going to downstairs and head over where we start. So this is the last thing I want to introduce to you guys. This is known as yellow tiger flag, and it represents to Formosa Republic. So as I have mentioned, Taiwan is under Qing Empire's rules before 1895. So they lose the first Sino-Japanese War and hand over Taiwan to Japan. But actually, Taiwan wasn't involved in the war, but they hand over Taiwan without consulting Taiwanese people. So Taiwanese people decided to establish Formosa Republic, and this represents the nation. So originally it was blue background, but it damaged and ruined during the war. However, the exhibition here is a copy of the replicate from 1908. So you can see it also copy the damaged part, so we cannot see its tails. Okay, so do you have any cat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you must know that cat's eyes will curve during the daytime, right? And will be round and big at night. So the tiger's eye here are curved, meaning it's at the daytime. And there should be another side of the flag. There are tiger with round eyes because that shows that the tiger is at night. So that presents that tiger protect Taiwan days and night. So that's all the tour we have today, and I hope you guys really enjoy our tour and can exploring our museum more and deeper. And have a great day. If you are willing to help us for the following research and service, please fill up the questionnaire. I will be really thankful. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye bye.